Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays here on Twitch TV. And for Last Minute Continue, I'm John Turbo Finley with a special kind of like stream tonight. Now, I was, keyword was, going to start on a new game, a new playthrough, a new whatever, and that game was going to be this. Samurai Jack, The Shadow of Aku. Now, I was planning on starting this week. However, seeing that next week I won't be here, I will be down in Glasgow to meet a certain, a certain person that I could commend to my new lifestyle and healthy living, essentially. Being that of the one and only Diamond Dallas Page. I am going to be going to see him in Glasgow next weekend, from Friday and Saturday. So during that weekend, there will be no Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays, sadly. So it would be kind of bad for me to start this, the week before I go down. So that means, the next installment would be 2 weeks later and whatnot. Plus, I also think that there's something else going on as well. Going on like the week after I come back as well. So yeah, it's gotta be a little bit bad. But regardless, that's just one thing. The other is today. Well, it's been all over Twitter and whatnot. That in the just at the end of last month, I believe it was. They actually no, it's like what is it? I think it's like the 3rd of the 9th, or I can't remember. So it's like the 3rd. I think it's the 3rd of September. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But this year marks the 10th anniversary of one of Japan's, some people will say questionable kind of like creations, being that of Hatsune Miku Project DIVA. Hatsune Miku, duh. So, it's been 10 years since Hatsune Miku became an icon and whatnot. So, in celebratory of that, we're going to be opening up the Miku Jukebox once again to celebrate, the creation of Hatsune Miku. And this time around, we're not going to be playing the, blah, 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 the thingy. What was it? The Future Tone arcade port for the PS4, like we did last time. This time around, we're going to be playing and taking requests from the song list of Project DIVA X, which came out last year. So, anywho, enough said. Let's start up the game and get ourselves reacquainted with the vocaloid known as Hatsune Miku. So yeah, just play this intro song in here. There's also a couple other things that came by for install on my PS4, which I completely forgot about, so I need to, once this stream's done, need to get all that sorted. But yeah, anyway, this is the opening cinematic for Project DIVA X. Because everything's getting shut down. It's like, no. So, here, I'm gonna give you a little hint. of what you need to do. Anyway, but yeah, what was it? What was the thing with Project DIVA X? Now, granted, not many people actually liked Project DIVA X when it first came out, because it hardly brought anything new to the table in terms of like content for like songs and stuff like that. They were very lackluster with the kind of like the balance between redone songs and new songs being compiled for this release. So a lot of people didn't like that. For myself though, I was okay with it because I only jumped on board with the what was it? Cripe. What was it? Project Diva F? Yeah, F. On the PS3. So I've not been that hardcore with the for the series. But yeah. Do a little game. And oof. It's really I haven't played the game since the start of the year. Back in January. But yes, it's like 113 hours. I put in a lot of time, guys. So yeah. Although I've said this before in other playthroughs and whatnot, and I've talked about this in the other Jukebox I did a few months ago, or several months ago, where I was very annoyed with how they incorporated some of the kind of like gameplay, or incorporating the modules. Is it modules? It's modules. I believe it's modules. Like the module kind of like collection-a-thon. And I really didn't like it. I really didn't like collecting those modules. So basically, what they did was for people. Oh, hi. Yes, Miku. If I have any food, I might give it to you. But yeah, this is the whole thing. It's like they incorporated more with the kind of like. They did this with Project Mirai as well, particularly in the DX version. Yeah, so where they kind of like expanded on the whole, like, Miku's room kind of like thing, where you, like, give gifts and whatnot. Okay. Anyway, but regardless, we are going to go into free play. Yes, we're going to go into free play. Did I do this all in hard? Yeah, kind of did. Alright, cool. So anyway, I'll just wait until. Well, I'm on my lonesome again. Yeah, which is kind of typical. But yeah, we got what is it? A whole slew of songs here for requests. So yeah, got first sound. Love song, Satisfaction. That's my personal favorite track. That one, Satisfaction. That was actually the track that was used as the reveal in the gameplay reveal for Project DIVA X when it first came out. And I loved it. I loved the track. It was it's like real good beat, and I was like, yeah, I'm into this. But out of that, it's like out of all the other ones, there's obviously a lot that have been like that one there, LOL. That was in Project Mirai DX from myself. And I think DX came out before Project DIVA X, I believe. So it was kind of annoying how it's like there were certain songs that was on on the 3DS game that are in this game as well. So it's like, oh. I mean, granted, yeah. I mean, on the Project Diva in the Project Diva X version, it's obviously higher quality music videos and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just getting itchy ass. Anyway, there. No, there are a couple of kind of like original songs. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Satisfaction. It was this one, Raspberry Monster. That was the one. That was the one that was in the debut trailer for the game, and that was the song that got me like, ooh, this is cool. But yes. But yeah, there's a number of kind of like tracks in this, and of course, in a recent update for the game, they allowed VR support. Now, granted, I do have a PlayStation VR, but I don't know whether or not I want to attempt, setting up for VR set. Although, granted, seeing me in a VR headset on a stream for what was it? Me experiencing it. It's not really your experience. It's not really like the VR mode is obviously more for the person wearing the headset rather than streaming and stuff like that. So, or even gameplay footage, Yeah, so like for example, I'm not going to bloody play the VR only Project Diva game that came out when the VR first was released, because that's not a let's play really. It's a let's watch essentially, and of course, the only person who's gonna get more enthralled with the VR experience is gonna be the person wearing the headset, i.e. myself. So that's why I'm not gonna do it. That's why I'm not gonna do that kind of like thing. But VR, but for something like keep talking and nobody explodes. Doing a kind of like let's play of that, or like doing a play session where I'm in the room, I see the the bomb, and then of course you streamers can see the bomb as well, but the people who that are with me can't see the bomb, so they have to help me out and whatnot. So anyway, I'm babbling here. So mainly, I'm waiting for people to come into the bloody stream, into the stream, and fucking select their song. Anyway, it's been a while since I played the game, so I might as well get some testing. Kind of like play a couple of my favorites to warm me up. So what we'll do is I'll play a couple of my favorites just now, and we will do that. Apparently, Kevin and Phil are out of the off seeing the wrestling tonight. Where are they at? Must be PWG or something like that. Chikara. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna switch it over to the Miku Jukebox section of the Let's Play. So, yeah, enjoy the show.
おめでとうございます。クリアしましたね。運命の女神様がね めでとうございます。クリアしましたね。いたずらは知らん顔で言い訳が涙を使って寂しいな遊びたいな蜂蜜みたいにどうだろう。あなたにもあなたにも私がさ必要ないでしょ。世の中に剣のほどが楽しそうな祭りをさあよこっちおいで手を叩いて歩きなかったやんよやんよそっと向いて今日の話は悪い恋単語。夢見ては国際式寒気にぬっとす黒い両手私だけつんざく悲しそうな笑顔さあ今夜あの場所へみんなで行こう走りなかったみんなみんな今夢が楽しく終わる暇なしだんこ。12の3時でかくれんぼ記録に春ちゃん見つけた息を切らしては鬼ごっこ君に捕まっちゃったあんよこっちおいで手を叩いて歩けなかった震える一歩踏み出して瞳に涙ねえ愛よ愛よこっちおいで手を開いて海の父緑の目を開けた今日も明日もみんなと遊ぼう。うまくいったな。
Hello. So yeah, that was a couple of songs there. Yeah. Got nobody. Still got nobody watching. You know, except what was it, the whatever. The last minute continue channel hosting the stream, because I know for that one person, you know, that's always the one person always thing. It's like that one person that's always in the channel. Oh wait, hang on a second. Oh, there's someone in the chat. All right, just being silent. You know. Anywho, for the one person that's there, who's what was it? See who that person is again. The silver hair maiden. That's actually a nice name. What was it? I'm holding this ball in front of my face. I haven't taken a drink yet. Jeez. Oh, sugar. Welcome to Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays. Well, for tonight, to celebrate Hatsune Miku's 10th anniversary, I'm taking, you know, I've done this before, where it's the Miku Jukebox, and basically, I take, you know, requests for Miku's, you know, Hatsune Miku songs from the Project DIVA games. Well, particularly in this one, we're doing Project DIVA X. So if you so silver-haired maiden, if you have a request for a song in the list for Project DIVA X, then you're more than welcome to make a suggestion, because, you know, I'm just basically, this is kind of like a stopgap between you know, Let's Plays I've been doing recently. What was it, last week we finished up Unravel, and this week obviously we're doing this Miku Jukebox, and starting next week we'll be playing Samurai Jack, The Shadow of Aku. So yeah. So if you're a big so I'm guessing you're here because you're a fan of Hatsune Miku, so, you know, it's kind of evident. So yeah, just make a request in the Twitch chat. You know, you're more than welcome to say anything in there. Well, within reason, of course. But yeah. But no, yeah, I'm just playing Project DIVA X, you know, to celebrate Hatsune Miku's 10th anniversary. 10 years, wow. Yeah. And apparently she's still a thing, you know. Normally, you know, with idol groups, it's pretty much hit and miss, you know. Depending who you're kind of like like associated with, like in terms of like agencies and stuff like that. If you're partnered up in it with a good agency, then you'll go far. If not, then you kind of like, you know, fall down. And, you know, there's been, you know, it's cutthroat kind of like thing, the idol industry in Japan. It quite is. But Hatsune Miku, because she's not, you know, your typical idol, she's this digital idol that doesn't age, doesn't have any kind of like stigma to her whatsoever. You know, where she has an affair with, you know, she has affairs or goes out and, you know, proper dates with people and whatnot. No, she is a marketing tool that can be used for a long time, you know, essentially. So, and it's kind of evident. But yes. Anyway, I was trying to think. But yeah, 10 years. Wow. Yeah. 2007. Yeah. I mean, granted, time flies. You know, a lot of things happened over the years. You know, I mean, heck, just look where I am. I mean, granted, I've been working in retail for just over 10 years myself, so I kind of, so I can understand how fast time does go by when you don't realize it. So a lot of things, a lot of factors can happen, you know, go into the things. Anywho, blah 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 blah. Still no response in chat. I guess they've got it in the background, you know, for, you know, just to have something in the background, just in case, you know, something to kind of like tie them over and whatnot. You know, they don't actually interact with the chat. They just have whoever's, you know, whatever stream they have on, just, you know, in the background, so some noise to, you know, liven up the dead air that's happening around. Granted, I do that a lot. Yeah. Although I pick YouTube channels, YouTube videos, as my thing to fill up the dead air. Yes, because I don't have to talk to anyone afterwards. Or if it's you know, a very busy kind of like Twitch channel, you know, like a Twitch channel that has over, well more, like, how about say 1,000 more than what I would normally get. Trust me, I don't get that many people over here. And yet there are people like Darkside Phil who has more viewers live than myself. And of course, he only does it for the money. Whilst I do it for fun. I am the gaming equivalent of Saitama, everybody. It's like, or I'm the streaming equivalent of Saitama. It's like, yeah, my name's Turbo. Streamer for fun. I should make that my motto now. I'm Turbo. Streamer for fun. There we go. Anywho. Might as well talk about a couple other things while I'm here, just killing time a little bit. So yeah, the thing that I'm doing next week, I'm going down to Glasgow for 2 nights, or for 2 days even. Friday and Saturday, and there on the Friday night, I'm gonna be meeting up with. There's gonna be kind of like an evening with Diamond Dallas Page, where he'll talk about his wrestling career and stuff like that. And you know, I've got a couple of questions, you know, that I would like to ask. For the Saturday afterwards, DDP's doing his DDP yoga workout or workshop thing that he's doing. So I'm also going to be going to that, because for those of you who haven't noticed, in the last 4 or 5 months, I've been busy trying to get my life together, and you know, try to, you know, thin down a little bit. And when I weighed in on the 4-month mark, I weighed in at 99 kilograms, whereas my highest, the biggest I've ever been previously to that, was 100. What was it? 100? I've still got the thing here. 137 kilograms. That's the largest I weighed officially at one point. And what was it? On the 4-month mark, which was 3 weeks ago now, I was weighing at 99 kilograms. So that was the first time I've been under 100 kilograms in you know, I don't even know if I was under 100 kilograms when I was a kid. Um, like, like, you know, back in the days when I was a kid, I always spent a lot of my time indoors. I never, you know, I just never seemed to. Well, first of all, being autistic doesn't make things better when you're a kid. Okay, total kind of like thing that is. So when I was a kid, my parents would always keep me keep me indoors, essentially, keep me out of harm's way, because I was always a problem for, for other people. Technically, I still am at times. But, of course, now I'm an adult, I have responsibilities for my actions a little bit, and, I can't just go out on the street and, be the, fully overreactive kind of like person, that I can be. But anyway, besides the point. The point is that, I think, even when I was a kid, I wasn't a healthy kid. I was never a healthy kid. I didn't go out that much because obviously my parents didn't like me going out that much, so I just listened to them. And then obviously I secluded to the whole gaming thing. Games was obviously a nice outlet, or a nice way of escaping from reality, essentially. Escaping from the annoyance of the real world, and still is to this day, obviously, but it's only just recently, that I just felt to myself, what am I doing? I mean, I let myself go so badly, and for that fact, it's like I just feel like I needed to try and make myself better, because what was it? The whole like reasoning going, to kind of like get my life back together, or like try to control my life and try to control what I was doing and not go overboard with what I was eating and stuff like that, because that's what I kept on doing. I kept on eating so much, and so much crap as well, that it only took a bloody jacket to make me realize I've done this to myself, and I can't. I now bought this jacket that I want to wear and I want to enjoy wearing, and and at the weight that I was at the size I was at, I couldn't wear that properly. I couldn't enjoy that thing, So I thought to myself, I need to change that. I need to change how I do that. I've talked about this story many times over. I should do a YouTube video of it. But no, the whole thing is like, I have constantly led to my own kind of like thought process that, this is just who I am. This is just how I kind of like dealt my card, how I dealt my hand. This is how I live my life now, as being a lonely fat bastard in the Highlands of Scotland, causing my body harm by filling it up on junk food and stuff like that every night, essentially, not just every week, just every night. I can, buying tons of crisps and soft drinks and whatnot, and you'll see that in older Let's Play videos on on the Last Minute Continue YouTube channel. In fact, the recent playthrough that just got fully uploaded up on the YouTube channel was the what was it? The Mad World playthrough, where on that and that was back in 2012, so that was 5 years ago. Oh, excuse me. That was 5 years ago, and even back then, I was bad. I was in a very bad yeah, I wouldn't say a bad state of mind. Just I was just bad to myself. Yeah, I just ended up being such a glutton, essentially. And of course, I had like a glass of Pepsi Max every time while doing the streams. But yeah. But no, I finally got my life together, and there's only one man I can thank, and that's the guy I'm gonna be seeing next week. Next week, I will be seeing DIVA's page. I've known of his career for many years. Of course, some of his best days was back in WCW. But I've mostly know about him on his very short run in WWE, and what was it? I think he only ever had one WrestleMania match, I think, and he's undefeated as well at WrestleMania. He's 1-0. I think he's 1-0 at WrestleMania. Being the only man who actually competed at WrestleMania and has not lost a match. He's never lost that match. So, unless he was in another match, like in a pre-show or something like that. But other than that, that's something for him. But no, I'm going to see, and it's his workout, his workout and dietary program that I've been sticking to and modifying my own way, because that's the whole thing about DDP yoga, is that it's make the workout your own, make the DDPY your own. That's always been the motto, and that's what I stuck with. It's like I want to work it how I want to work it. I want to do it how I want to do it, and in evidence of that, it has worked for me. Because now, from my largest, I was 137 kilograms at my largest, and I was probably at that large point right from the start, right before I started DDP yoga. And now I'm under 100 kilograms. I'm 99 kilograms, and I'm gonna get a weigh-in next Thursday, before I go down to down to Glasgow, because I have to get the early train in if I have any chance of making it. I'm just impressed of how far I've come. And granted, I don't have like ripped abs or anything like that. It's nothing like that. There's still a lot of flab there, underneath the t-shirt. But these t-shirts here that I've got, these are 3XL t-shirts that I've been wearing most of the time. And of course, when I was a bigger guy, these were the only ones I could pretty much wear without having too much problems. But now, I'm so, I've lost so much weight and whatnot. These have become so loose and whatnot. The jeans that I wore was it the 44-inch jeans that I wore back, even like from last year, like 44-inch jeans that I not played. Finally that person left. Well. Never mind. Fuck it, I'll just talk for the sake of talking. So what was I saying? yeah, so I totally lost my place now. No, the what was it? The 44-inch waist jeans that I was wearing at one point. It was, you know, totally. Yeah, it's like, you know, I went from a 44-inch waist, and now I can fit into 38-inch waist jeans, right to my stomach, like, you know. And you know, heck, even at the 3 month mark, when I went from 44 inches to 40 inches, you know, it's like 4 inches. That's crazy. Like, I was able to get 4 inches off my waist, in a 3 month span of just doing what I can do, and eating, and controlling my eating, controlling my intake. So yeah, and when I go and see DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, in Glasgow next week, it might get emotional, because you know, frankly, without his program, I probably wouldn't have had the success of losing so much in quite an amount of time. So yeah. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Let's do a couple more songs. Well, yeah. It's like sugar. Dropping my remote. So yeah, nobody's fucking here and nobody's talking to me. So yeah, I'm talking to myself. It's like, what else is new? Anyway. I'll just change the channel. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna change the channel. I'm gonna go back to this. We will change the scene back to the jukebox, and we're gonna play some
ても素敵だわ。すごいパーフェクトですよ。目を閉じて見えるその指先へ目がけた めでとうございます。クリアしましたね。うまくいったな。 ができたのね。素敵よ。
Alright. Cool, yeah. Thought we had another person just coming into the chat, but apparently they left. So it's kind of annoying. I remember, you know, previous kind of like Miku jukeboxes. Yeah, being more successful than this. I guess people just don't fucking care about me. Nobody loves me. Anywho. So yeah. I'm just waiting until I get some requests in and whatnot. Because that's me, well, over an hour now. Not a single request. Anyway, while I'm waiting here for requests and whatnot, if people, you know, come around. Who knows? They might. Who knows? What else can I say? I can talk about certain news stories that hit around. Like, for example, what was it? Nintendo announced their Nintendies project, essentially, for what was it, for the coming year, so for the rest of this year and then going into 2018. And the big surprise was the next installment in the No More Heroes series, which apparently is classed as an indie game now, which I'm having trouble to believe. But no, the next one is scheduled as an indie title. So I'm guessing, what was it, with Grasshopper Studio, or Grasshopper Manufacturer, I think it is. You know, they're classing themselves as an indie studio now, which is kind of weird. I mean, granted, their last game, Let It Die, which came out as a free to play game on PS4. I don't know about that. But yeah, this new one, Travis Strikes Back. No More Heroes. It's not No More Heroes Travis Strikes Back or No More Heroes 3 Travis Strikes Back. No, it's Travis Strikes Back, No More Heroes. Because Suda 51. Now the whole thing, obviously I've loved Suda's previous works, particularly that of the two No More Heroes games, Lollipop Chainsaw, which I've both played here for Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays before. So I mean, I am looking forward to this new one that's coming out exclusively on the Switch. Again, Nintendo, you know, doing the right thing and getting the kind of like the right people to kind of like bring attention to their brand, and whatnot. Of course, what else was in the kind of like big gaming? Oh yeah, Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania finally came out on PC, and boy did it bring up a big shitstorm with that. Whew. What was it? The DRM issue with Sonic Mania. They purposely held off the game for two weeks to not only try to fix some bugs, but also to add in a fucking DRM thing with it, and and that's why I don't play many PC games, because little shitty things like that can pop up every so often. Yeah, so the whole DRM thing and whatnot, it's trying to stop piracy and whatnot, and meaning to, you know, keep, you know, staying online at all times to play the game, stuff like that. which is annoying to some because some people don't have a very steady internet connection. But regardless, other than the setback, and even with the patches that they put into or like the fixes they put in for the PC build, which those updates have not been made available for the console releases. So yeah, and by the way, if you check out my Twitter at TurboXLR, you will find a replay of me in playing Sonic Mania in competition mode, and a very bad glitch where I got hit by an enemy, got blasted into a tree, and I got stuck in a tree. I got stuck in a tree. I was in the kind of like damage animation. It was like you know, and yeah, I was stuck. I was playing Sonic. A friend of mine was a friend that I know was playing as Tails, and I just got hit by the enemy and got stuck in the tree. So they automatically won that because we had to restart. Had to restart from that point on. So that was kind of annoying. And that's just a weak glitch from all the kind of like little niggly things that. And that's why I feel as though people shouldn't be calling this a perfect game, because it's not a perfect game. It has problems, you know, and it has glitches. It has so many goddamn glitches. It had so many fucking glitches on it that yet people are blind to that fact. Or I've seen more documented glitches for Sonic Mania than I have seen for way worse. You know, or way more kind of like people who've had their you know, their bad experience with games and whatnot. Anyway, but no, it just goes to show you that Sonic Mania is not a perfect game. It's a great game, it's a good game, but it's not fucking perfect like everybody and their fucking mother is talking about, thinking that it's the second coming of goddamn Christ. Okay, fair enough. Not really something that's relevant. Yeah. Just had a person in chat just come into the chat, which apparently is the only person in chat, ironically. It's like going, I have a Hatsune Miku book bag for school, and I hate it. It's like emphasis on the word hate. Yeah. Anywho, so yeah. So you got Hatsune Miku book bag, big deal. Yeah. I got a lanyard at work. I wear it all the time. Guessing someone's bored and they're wanting to troll on the internet. Lol 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 lol. Anyway. But no, you're here at the Miku Jukebox to request a song to be played, or a song or two. That's how it goes. But of course, you don't play that game, do you? No. And I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of letting, telling the people on the stream who you are. Yes. Because you don't deserve it. No. Anyway. Okay, my apologies then. Didn't 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 need to be too rude. I just saw that as a trolling comment. You know, because it had nothing to do with what I was talking about. It was just a spontaneous comment, or it wasn't. It wasn't. If you came in with a simple "Hi there." Of course, I'm pulling off voices again, but a simple hi, hello. It's like, hi, what's the stream all about? Would have been fine. Anyway. Instead it's like I have this item and I hate it. Simply because it is this particular item that I hate. That's why I hate it. Just a little, just questioning on that. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to apologize. I can apologize. It's like, I apologize. I'm the very apologetic streamer here. It's like, I'm sorry you have to see this stream and see me talk. But yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much for asking and whatnot. It's like, welcome to the Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays. Part of Last Minute Continue. And here on Twitch. Tonight's stream is I was playing through, having a Miku jukebox. So if and we're on Project DIVA X. So if there's a song in Project DIVA X that you would like to hear and want me to play, or even a couple of songs here and there, you're welcome to make a request. This is kind of like a stopgap between one playthrough to another playthrough. I stream Fridays and Saturdays, with the Saturday stream currently being The Evil Within on PS3. So, if you're into your horror games, you can tune in to that tomorrow night. But for not next week. Next week I'm actually gonna be away, so this is why this is kind of like thing that's happening, and we're also celebrating Hatsune Miku's 10th anniversary as well, so also obvious with that. But in 2 weeks time, on the Friday streams, we are going to be playing a new game, or starting a new game called Samurai Jack: The Shadow of Haku. I was going to play this tonight, but because I'm off next week, I'm not going to be here online next week, I'll be away down in Glasgow. So, I've said this multiple times tonight, but of course, not many people have been around to hear me say this, so, I have to repeat myself multiple times. We just have that. So, that's me explained and whatnot. Sorry to go off topic, but do you play Life is Strange? By the way, this is the person who's been talking. Being that they feel I've apologized to them, they apologized to me and whatnot, and that's fine. Super Weird Yo is the person who's been in the chat and being the most active person I've had in several weeks. Is asking, do I play Life is Strange? Yes, I have. Or I have played Life is Strange. I've played on the PS3 and PS4. I know that the prequel to Life is Strange, Before the Storm, I think it's called, I think that's the subtitle, came out today, or yesterday, or Wednesday, I can't remember. But I totally forgot about it, and I probably might do a playthrough for it sometime down the line. Though I don't think I've done Life is Strange yet, so I might need to go back and recall whether or not I have played Life is Strange yet. But anyway, no, I love it. It's I love Life is Strange. Definitely it definitely hits home a lot with me with it's with the school setting at least. It's what was it? The like certain kind of like bullying and stuff like that. Who hasn't dealt with bullying and the problem, granted some of the other aspects are a little risque, but I always loved the kind of like Max and Chloe relationship a lot. And the last episode, well, the ending of episode 4 and the last episode in general, whoo boy, that was that was when I hit that cliffhanger on episode 4, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, so I don't know well, granted, the Before the Storm is a prequel, so I kind of like know what's gonna happen, essentially, but yeah, last episode hit you hard. Granted, I played through the whole game. I've got 2 platinums for it. I got platinum on PS3 and platinum on PS4, so it's very simple platinum to get, which is really good. Oh, I also got the limited edition on PS4 as well, the disc version. Just cause. A couple other adventure games that I've played and have enjoyed to a certain degree. The new King's Quest game, which, granted, it came out at too high of a price to be released on an episodic kind of like line. I think it came close to like 40 quid, and whilst Life is Strange was also a 5-episode game, that only came out at £25, I think. I'm from the UK, by the way, so hello. So we deal with the bullshit British pound here. Yes, ma. By the way, I'm not English, I'm Scottish. But that's why I make those funny noises. But no, King's Quest, I thought was all right, and it's just it's kind of annoying that it was so high of a price for that. And that's also another game I want to play. There's also Full Throttle. I think I've already done Grim Fandango now. Yeah, I actually did Grim Fandango not too long ago. I played the PS4 remastered version. One of my personal all-time favorite adventure games, Grim Fandango. It just sucks that it's it was made by a guy who is a little too far up his own backside with the whole feminist bullshit that kind of has been a thing. Just a wee bit. Cool. It's odd. Nice James kind of reminds me of a manga I read. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, I wonder what manga is that? And also, was it by a small chance do you watch Black Butler? UK and all. Black Butler. Oh yeah. I have watched series 3 of Black Butler. That's the kid with the demon butler, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's Black Butler. Yeah. I was right. CL and CL and Sebastian. That's it. Yeah. I saw Series 3, Book of Circus, I think they've called it, on Crunchyroll. I got a Crunchyroll membership, so I've been watching a lot of anime. And now now because I haven't watched Series 1 and 2 of the thing, or they're not available on Crunchyroll here in the UK, so that kind of pissed me off a lot. That I can't. If I want to see Series 1 and 2, I have to go buy the DVD box sets, which is bleh. But regardless, what was it? The blah 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 blah. Trying to remember. Trying to remember what I said. Oh yeah, with Book of Circus, the ending of Book of Circus, or like when it's coming to the ending of Book of Circus, granted, you're saying Sebastian is bait. That's fine for Sebastian and whatnot. It's CL I have a problem with, especially at the end of Book of Circus. I really didn't like how he handled the situation at the end of Book of Circus, and I just obviously, yeah, he's. I mean, you could probably say that CL is really went off the deep end at the end of that series, and I don't know whether or not we'll the anime's got to get a series 4 down the line. Yeah, it's hard to say at the moment, but hey. But no, if the rest of the series can come up on Crunchyroll, I'll give the rest of the series a try. I've heard that Series 1 is obviously the best one to go for, and Series 2 was kind of like it wasn't a part of the manga. So the ones that are part of the manga is Series 1 and Series 3. Series 2 is kind of like the stopgap of like filler or an original story. Just like with Hellsing, the original Hellsing TV anime series, where they followed the manga up to like episode 4 or whatever, or 5, and then they deviated with their own original story afterwards, which is kind of annoying. I think they're making a movie. Well, they've made a live-action movie, which sucked. Because now that's only just based on the general consensus. I don't know about yourself, Super Weird Joe, but the Japanese movie that they made recently, where they changed the character of CL. I think that's how you pronounce it. From a boy to a girl and a different name. So, yeah, and that didn't help matters. It's almost like that. What was it? I'm a big fan of the Project Zero, aka the Fatal Frame series, and they did a Project Zero film in Japan, where they used they have the camera obscura and whatnot. Now, from what I can tell, I don't think many people actually like that movie either. I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen much of it, but from what I've heard and what that movie is, that wasn't that great. It was like it had no correlation to the game series whatsoever. Whereas the game series obviously had certain kind of like distinguishable landmarks in its history and whatnot. And of course its own lore with the camera obscura and the family that's tied to the camera. I don't think the film adaptation had any of that. It didn't have any correlation to the franchise, to the game series that it was based on. But that's adaptation for you. It happens a lot. Anyway, I've talked on long enough. How about we have another couple of songs to play here on the on the jukebox. So let's do that, shall we? It's like got play. Well, I've got about like 20 minutes left of stream time, so yeah, need to use it up wisely. But yeah. Anyway, right. So, any requests, Super Weird Joe? I'm sure you probably got a couple. Yeah. How about primary colors? Ah, the beginning medley. Okay. Cool. There's plenty more. Do you actually know the list? The song list for Project DIVA X? Yeah, if there's any more, obviously, if there's any more that you want to have played, just put them in the chat, and I'll play them as they come along. So, yeah. But yeah, cool. All right. Right. Okay. Cool. So yes. Now we're gonna be playing some of Super Weird Yo's requests. Finally, I'm say it only took me like an hour and 40 minutes to finally get someone to make requests. Typical of my anyway, I'm gonna change it over to the jukebox. So enjoy the songs, and I will be, well, back momentarily.
おめでとうございます。クリアしましたね。 お金だよ。やったー。うまくいったな。
And there we go. So that was a couple of requests from Super Weird Joe, and they have to go now. So yeah, fair enough. And we were just coming up to the 2 hour mark, so we might as well end the stream here. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you want to follow the channel, you're gonna follow the channel here on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter at TurboXLR. You can also what was it? Follow at Last Minute Continue on Twitter, and you can also follow the Last Minute Continue Twitch channel as well. Just search for Last Minute Continue here on Twitch. You'll be able to find it, follow it. You know, there's a couple of streams that happen every so often. Also, blah blah blah. I'm trying to think if I think. Yeah, tomorrow night, UK time 7 p.m. We are going to continue with The Evil Within. We'll be talking. We'll be playing that tomorrow night. And that's all I have to say. So there we go. So, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And if I see you tomorrow, see you tomorrow. If not, I won't see you next week. As like I said, I'm going down to Glasgow. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, what am I doing? So I was already on my PC screen. Anyway, thanks very much. Enjoy your weekend ahead. I'll catch you next time. This has been John Turbo Family here for Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays here on Twitch TV, and for Last Minute Continue, telling you, goodbye and happy birthday, Hatsune Miku. Happy 10th anniversary. Yay. Take care. Bye bye.